Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're essentially building a digital survival guide. You see, the threat of online scams in India is just getting bigger and bigger. But if we can understand the fraudster's playbook, we can stay one step ahead. All right, let's jump right in.
So just how big is this problem, really? Well, to get a handle on it, you've got to look at the numbers. And let me tell you, they are absolutely staggering.
Just look at this number, 3,000 crore rupees. That isn't some made-up figure, that's the amount that was reported to the Supreme Court, money that scammers have stolen from Indian citizens. And who do they target? Well, often it's the most vulnerable people, especially senior citizens.
So you see, we're not talking about a few isolated incidents here. This is a full-blown national crisis. But here's the thing, your best defense, your best weapon in all of this is awareness. And that's exactly what this explainer is for, to give you the know-how to protect yourself and the people you care about.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most sophisticated and frankly terrifying scams out there, the so-called digital arrest. If you can understand how they work, you can beat them. So yeah, the slide gives you the textbook definition, but let's talk about what this really is. This whole scam is designed to create intense, paralyzing fear. It's engineered to make you panic so hard that you just can't think straight. They're not hacking your computer, they're hacking your emotions. You know, these scammers aren't creative geniuses. They follow a script, a terrifyingly effective one, and this is it, laid out for you. It starts with a call, then boom, some crazy serious accusation. But pay close attention to step 4, isolation. This is absolutely critical for them. They have to cut you off from anyone who might say, hey, wait a minute, this sounds fishy. If you can recognize these steps, you break their spell. And this right here, this is where their whole plan just falls apart. Think of this as the cheat sheet to beating them. On the left, you've got their weapons: fear, fake authority, urgency, isolation. But on the right, simple, cold, hard facts that destroy each one. The police are not going to arrest you over a video call. A real government agency will never demand you send them money instantly through UPI. It's that simple.
All right, so we've seen their playbook, we know their tactics, now it's our turn. Let's start building your personal digital self-defense kit. These are simple rules, but man, they are incredibly powerful.
Okay, let's talk about UPI and QR codes, because this is a big one. It's actually super simple, but so many people get tripped up. I want you to burn this into your brain. QR codes are a one-way street. They are only for sending money out of your account. You never, ever need to scan one to get paid. I'm going to say this again because it is just that important. To receive money, you do absolutely nothing. You don't have to approve anything, you don't scan anything, you don't enter a PIN. The money simply arrives in your account. So if anyone, and I mean anyone, asks you to do something to get paid, it is a scam. 100% of the time. No exceptions. And hey, this same basic logic works for tons of other scams too. A courier company is not going to transfer your call to the police. That's just not how things work. A real company wants to pay you for a job. They're not going to ask you to pay them. What's the common thread here? It's simple. Verify things independently. A quick callback, a check on an official website. That one small step completely demolishes their trick. But what if the worst happens and you think you've been scammed? It's a horrible feeling, I know, but this is when you need to keep a clear head, because every single second counts. Here is your immediate action plan. Think of this as your financial first aid kit. They call it the golden hour, because acting super fast in that first hour dramatically increases your chances of stopping the transfer. First thing you do, call your bank right away. Then call the National Cybercrime Helpline at 1930. And finally, make it official by filing a complaint at cybercrime.gov.in. You know, it's really easy to look at all this and just blame technology, right? Blame UPI, blame smartphones, blame the internet. But is technology really the villain here? Or is it just a tool for something that's, well, as old as time? And this really gets to the heart of it all. This is probably the most important takeaway from our whole conversation. Scams work not because the tech is bad, but because we're human. These criminals aren't really hacking bank servers. They are hacking our emotions, our fear, our urgency, and sometimes even our greed. So what's our ultimate defense? What's the best security feature you can possibly have? It's not an app. It's not a complicated password. It is the simple act of pausing. The next time you feel that surge of pressure online, that fear, that rush of excitement, just stop. Take a breath, take a moment to think and to verify. That pause, that is your power. Stay safe out there.